Hello, my name is Professor Franky Laude. I'm going to give you a quick overview in Photoshop. I hope this video spark your interest in the graphic arts and creative software like Photoshop, InDesign, and so on. These powerful tools with dedication to learning, you could deepen your understanding and develop the skill that is highly valuable. You can use these tools as an employee, as an entrepreneur, or both. And once people find out that you know how to use these tools, you can promote your services to design things such as wedding invitations, or edit photographs, or create publications for local businesses, corporations, or organizations. But before we get started, let me tell you a bit about my background. I am an artist by trade and co-founder of Elay Strategies. We are a consulting firm that supports nonprofit, small businesses, and government agencies with sustainability and consulting. I have been teaching at MEC College for well over a decade, teaching primarily art history courses. I have an MFA from Maryland Institute College of Art, MICA, in multidisciplinary art. I use a lot of technology in various forms of media. At MICA, I interacted with a lot of artists in various disciplines, such as painters, photographers, video artists, multimedia, installation, sculpture, and so on and so on. I have a BFA in art and technology from Youngstown State University in Ohio. And there I received instruction in the entire Adobe suites, including Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign. I'm a fine artist that have shown my work throughout the US and the Caribbean and Africa. In my work, supporting communication, policy, strategies at Elay Consulting, I currently use these softwares from time to time. In this video, I'm going to run through the basics of Photoshop. And perhaps in another video, we can do a quick overview of the other softwares. As you will see, there are a lot of features and tools in Photoshop. The software uses artificial intelligence to detect shapes and forms and to help you navigate your creative process. We will create a basic poster and do some light editing to get you started. As you become more advanced, you can take courses at MEC or online to deepen your skill sets. So welcome to the world of graphic arts. Let's get started. Okay, we're gonna start now. So we're gonna go to new file. We're gonna go to the default Photoshop size, create. As you can see, you have a blank canvas. Now we're gonna create a welcome back poster for the fall students. And we're gonna make it as easy and simple as possible. So first thing we're gonna do is we're going to drag our picture onto the canvas, as you can see. It's on the screen now. And as you can see the picture, and you can see kind of like an envelope box. Now what we're doing, we're shrinking the picture. You could move it around. And so we're gonna put it in the middle. I think that's the sense of aesthetic I have now. We're gonna put it in the middle. And then as you can see, you can still see the X box now. We're gonna press return, press return. Good, so now the box is off. The next thing we're gonna do is we are going to put a border around the picture. Okay, so we're gonna go to the rectangular tool, and as you can see, I'm dragging it behind the picture. Okay, and the color that we want black. So right now it's blue, but we want our border to be black. So we're gonna go to the color picket, foreground color, and you see all types of, you see an array of color, yellow. So we want black. Press OK. And then we are going to, there we go. Let me turn it all black. Okay, now it's very important now, as you can see, you don't see the picture. Right? That's because, like I said, with the layers, it's on top of each other. It's very transparent. When we go into the layer section, all I have to do is move it down, and the picture should come on top. Move it down. Yes, there you go. Now you have a beautiful border. So we have 3 layers. You know what I'm saying? We have the front, we have the middle, and we have the back. And if we wanted to add more layers, we could do so. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is that we're going to use the text box. Okay. The text box to your left. Okay. And as you can see with the text, you have a lot of options. A lot of options in terms of the colors, the size, and the style of font that you want. Okay, welcome back, students. Now we're gonna change. I'm gonna change the color. As you can see up top, this is the color picket again. Which color am I thinking about? Okay, good. Good blue, purplish. And then the next thing we're going to do is we wanted to add a background to this. Okay, as you can see with the text, I'm moving it around. You can move it around. You can put it on the top. You can put it at the bottom. Whichever place you want. You can put it to the sides. So now the choice, my choice or preference is to the top. I'm gonna put it on top of the picture. And I wanted the picture to be in the center, and I wanted to have a nice thick border. So we're gonna go, you can move the picture. This is the move tool. With the move tool, you could move the picture to whatever location of your preference. Okay. So we're gonna position that at the center. Okay. Good. The next thing is what I want is I want the background. We already know what MEC color is, so we're gonna use the kind of orange, yellowish color. So as you can see, we're gonna create another layer. So this will be our 4th layer. We're gonna create another layer. We're gonna call it background. The reason why you wanna create the layers is you don't wanna have one flat layer. You wanna kind of create like a track system, right? A track system of, just like as you can see the picture has its own layer. The text has its own layer. And then the background has its own layer. Because the main thing is you want to have movability with all of the items or objects that you have on the screen. So yeah, you want to have the separate layers because you want to have option, you want to have movability. If you make a mistake, it's easier for you to delete it, and it's easier for you to add, remove. Having multiple layers is very important to the success of your project. Okay, now we go on to the background layer because we want the background to be, we want it to have the MEC. Welcome back, MEC. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the layer. As you can see, you have this beautiful kind of yellowish orange color. And as you can see, this is the bucket tool, right? And then as you can see, we create a whole background, and we just you drop the bucket. We already chose our color. We already seen that, and we just dropped it into the background color. Okay. The last thing we wanna spruce up our imagination and creativity. The last thing we want to do is we want to create one more layer. One more layer. So we're going to drag the background to create to the plus sign. We're going to create one layer. Now we're going to go to the layer, and you could hide. Let's hide all of our layers now before we come back. We're going to hide Okay, there you go. The screen is blank. Now the background. We're gonna have the eyes on the background. So what we wanna do is, now I wanted to create a sense of, the picture is already a very happy and jubilant picture. I just wanted to spruce it up more. So we're gonna make stars. I'm thinking of stars in my head. So we're gonna use the polygon lasso tool and we're gonna create a star. I'm gonna create a star. So here we go. Just point it, there you go. We're gonna create a beautiful star. The star is according to my imagination. So it's up to you, the kind of angles that you want to start. We want to create a couple, we want stars. Good, now we have one star. Now it's blank, now we want to add color. So we're gonna go to the bucket tool again. Okay, and okay, we're gonna add the color. Of course, we want a different color from that one. So we're going back to the swatches. We want a different color because the background is already yellow and it's not gonna show. So we probably want another color to pop out. So the color that we want is, the color that I want is, okay, we'll go with blue. We go to the pick a color. So yeah, let's go with blue. We're gonna go with blue. So, okay. So now we have blue stars. Okay. Okay, we want multiple stars. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to the move, and we're gonna press because it's gonna create more layers. What we want is, since we have the star already outlined, we're gonna use the lasso tool, use the lasso tool. Now we go back to the move tool. Now what we want to do is we want to control C, control V. See that? Control C, control V, because I want multiple stars. Okay. There you go, we move. So I have 3 blue stars. Okay. 3 blue stars. Okay, yeah, I got turned around, and the great thing about Photoshop is not to be afraid to make mistakes, because it's a great opportunity to learn, to learn the process. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fix things right back into the order that I want them to be. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure that our layers in the order. I wanted my background to be that orange color, and I wanted the image. Okay, drag the image. Good, very good. And I have, as you can see, you got to work through it. That's the beauty of Photoshop. Um, I'm gonna move the star because I wanted the star to be at the corner. There you go. Star is, you use the move, right? This is the move. Okay, my star is right at the corner. You can move it around. Okay, I have one. There's a couple more stars. Let me click on the stars. So I'm gonna put the stars at the way at the top. Yes. If you are using a Mac, you use Command T. But I'm pretty sure if you use a PC, it's probably something similar. But you could also go to Edit, Free Transform, and you can see it there. Okay, there we go. The brush tool, as you can see, you have you could paint on the canvas. You have different size of the brushes up top, and you have the opacity. You can see the opacity. The opacity right now is at 5071, or you can go. The opacity is how solid or how transparent the shape or the objects can be. Okay, as you can see, I'm drawing. For this simple project, we're going to remove the lights in the back. First, you have to zoom in. We are going to use the clone stamp tool. Point the cursor and press Option to clone the area you want to copy. Now I will show you how to use the magic wand on the other light. And this is where you can see artificial intelligence in action. If you point the magic wand over the light, it automatically detects objects. Next, use the eyedropper tool to copy the area of the color you want to cover up. Since we want to sample the exact color in the background, we have to use the colors in the image. This color is not in our color picket yet. Now you could use the paint bucket to drop the new color into the selected area. Sometimes you have to use the paint bucket twice or more to get the right color. Make sure you create multiple layers in case you make any mistakes. And we just touch it up. Make sure you have the right opacity for the paintbrush, as well as the right size. Earlier, I did a similar process to touch up the student's forehead. As you can see, you have your history window, and your layer windows are very important so that you can track all of the methods that you are doing. So I hope you enjoyed this very basic introduction to Photoshop. If you keep practicing, you can develop a lot of valuable skills for the workplace. That is all for now. Thank you very much.